there, friends. Welcome to episode number 86 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnikas. I'm so glad you're joining us today. I apologize for the hair. It's very windy here in Toronto, and I just had to go rescue some patio furniture from blowing away. Thankfully, I caught my garbage in time, so no one else had to throw out my garbage for me. Anywho, that's what's happening today. So you know what would be good? A little bit of a treat. I feel like that was a bit of work I just did. It was hard. Anyhow, on today's show, we are making, by the way, one of my favorite cookies is coming back for this episode, the Oreo. We are making Oreo Balls. Balls. It's one of my favorite words with one of my favorite cookies. This is going to be a good day. And on today's show, I am so excited to get to do some no-bake baking. The oven's on vacay today. The fridge is into pinch hit. And I'm getting to do this today with the very funny, the very, very talented Toronto's own Jared Nathan. Woohoo! And yes, I sometimes pronounce the second T in Toronto. I'm not from here, you know. Anyhow, I am so glad to be doing this alongside Jared. He's someone I have not seen in a while because, you know, we're not in the clubs as we used to be or the coffee shops. So I'm excited to do this with him today. Very excited to introduce him to you. And as we've been doing this month, this is our last show for the month of November. We have been raising funds and awareness and sending love to Red Nose Remedy. Info on them is in the show description. So guys, get ready. Balls. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't have a tripod, so I'm just using the makeshift one. Yeah.
Nice. I'm doing all right. It is really awesome to see you today. It has been a while.
It has.
Wow. How's
The
life?
last time I saw you were at open mic, which I really no more.
Yeah, I know. We were at a I think it was that spot on St. Clair West.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Which doesn't exist anymore. It's now like a spa.
A lot of places I did used to comedy
Yeah.
out there anymore and stuff, and comedy bar is like dying, so to speak. I heard.
It's gonna be weird. Like when we're able to hang out and meet each other at whatever bar or restaurants available next year, I guess. It's gonna be strange what's not gonna be there, you know? It's really weird. It's just
It's a whole new, I don't know, the whole new experience, I guess. So
totally. Now, I've seen a lot of comics that I've gotten to know in Toronto do shows outside of the city. Have you been doing that? Have you been going to like Hamilton or other cities?
I've done one show in Hamilton.
Okay.
I opened for Jason Rouse.
Nice.
And I did one show, and I've been doing like outside shows.
Yeah.
Like all summer, right?
Cool.
In like parks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was still performing in the summer, but just not inside. So
Exactly.
yeah.
It's going to be, I think I had like 3 shows booked at Comedy Bar in September, and for one reason or another, they all got canceled.
Yeah.
But the thought of being indoors doing comedy is so surreal to me right now. I am excited. We're going to do some no-bake baking
Yeah.
today.
I got my Oreos.
Amazing. Nice. I went with
Yeah.
golden Oreos. I've already pre-crumbled my cookie.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Have to.
Yeah, if you want to do that, and I'll just explain to the friends watching at home, you don't need for this recipe. You just need Oreo cookies, golden or chocolate, whatever you prefer. You need chocolate chips, and you need some salt. It recommends kosher, but use what you have. And then cream cheese. I've got Philly, but use whatever brand you've got around. That's all you need. We need 5 steps to do this. And no oven. So it's fucking awesome. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is Jared's doing, and I will continue. Basically, we're just crushing up these cookies. You can do this in a food processor, or just stick it in a Ziploc and mash it with your hands.
I don't roll it in.
Or rolling pin, or whatever you got. You know, jump on. Yeah. Sweet.
Hit it, right? Just like
Yeah.
crush it?
Yeah, you're just crushing this into crumbs. Basically, what we're making is like, I don't know, you call it like a poor man's truffle, like that little chocolate bonbon kind of thing. Just whack it against the wall.
This is kind of fun, right?
Exactly.
Get your anger out.
Take our
How
cream
much
cheese.
cream cheese do we use?
We are going to use this entire package.
Ah,
All of
okay.
this. Minus the little strip here.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we're going to put this into a bowl.
Yeah.
Along with a pinch of salt. So just a little dash of salt, nothing too much.
Okay. Put the cream cheese in.
Yeah. So cream cheese goes in the bowl. Boom. And then just a pinch of salt.
All right.
Measures out. Oh no. The camera.
Randomness. Okay.
All right.
So.
A pinch of salt actually measures out to 1/8 of a teaspoon, but
Okay.
basically you just dash a little bit. And then, say 2 tablespoons of that other of your cookies. Put this aside.
All right.
All right. So all the other cookies, dump it in with the cream cheese and the salt.
Yay! Fun times over here.
Your camera drunk.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Sweet, sweet. All right. So the next thing, get a spoon and we'll mix this up. Or you can use a KitchenAid if you have a stand mixer, or just use some elbow grease. But we're just gonna churn.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Take a little bit of muscle here. All together. It's obvious.
Should the cream cheese have been softened?
It's better if your cream cheese is softened. I mean,
Yeah.
you can, if it isn't, you can chuck it in the microwave. I mean, you can also use your hands to mix this up. I don't care. Okay.
Right.
I'm actually going to use my hands because it's fun to play.
Okay, it's all mine. Let's do this.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you without your glasses.
Yeah, my glasses are mainly for like reading.
Gotcha.
And looking at things up close.
Yeah.
Like I have a lazy eye, and that helps too.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't always wear my glasses when I'm home.
That's fair.
Yeah. On stage, like I've been doing comedy on stage rather than on a computer.
Totally. Yeah, it's a different muscle set. I mean, yes, we're still telling jokes, but it's different. It is different. What did you think of doing like the park shows? I thought they were kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool when like you're outside of your element,
Yeah.
and like there's like I had like helicopters fly over me, like I had like cars having to go off and stuff like that, and like it's fun dealing with those obstacles.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, like I found joy in it as the more I did it.
yeah.
Like honestly, I just I don't know. It's like doing the park shows that
Yeah.
I did caught me like more attention
Yeah.
with the audience and also other comics. Like other comics were talking about me and stuff.
Yeah.
Like people knew me.
Great.
Yeah. Have you been doing Zoom comedy?
I've been
Or
doing a
I've
lot.
seen you doing Zoom shows, right?
I've been doing a lot of Zoom shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over like 230.
Okay.
Crazy.
I have to shout out Ben Backus
Mhm.
because he asked me to do the show and like
Sweet.
he kept asking me to do the show, and also I got to headline a show, right?
Amazing.
Like my first time pretty much headlining.
Nice.
And
Nice.
yeah, and I came to the show not expecting to perform, and like he came to me like I don't know 10 minutes before and told me like I'm headlining. And I'm like okay, and like,
Yeah.
I love performing.
Yeah.
I love touching the microphone. There's something about touching the microphone
Yes.
that is comedy.
Oh
Like
my gosh. I know.
it
Like that.
connects. A microphone has a huge part of comedy. I have done comedy a cappella, like not without a microphone.
Mhm.
It doesn't really feel like comedy then. Like it feels like acting.
I know. It feels like you're giving like a TED talk. It's so
Yeah,
nice when there's no
right?
microphone.
Yeah. So like it's something about like holding a microphone that like it's powerful and like
Yeah.
I love hearing audience laughing and in that true connection.
Oh, totally. Yeah, the first live show I did, my hands are covered in cream cheese, by the way.
Right.
The first live show that I did, this like, post lockdown was I think July. And that first moment of holding the mic stand, taking the mic out of the stand, it kind of threw me because I forgot what that felt like.
Right.
And it's magical. You move it, you place it. I'm someone who leans on a mic stand a lot just because I have a lot of upper body tremor. So I find it kind of grounds me when I'm on stage.
Right.
But that was just like, whoa. Like I remember saying that to the audience and it was like, whoa. It was cool.
I think this was probably August.
Okay.
My first inside show.
Yeah.
Like during COVID time. They told me I had to hook up my own microphone.
Yeah, that's pretty common now.
When I go on a stage. It's common, so it took me like 2 minutes itself out of my set trying to put in this damn microphone cord into the microphone. So it is what it is. I make the best out of every situation, and yeah.
That's too funny. All right.
How do you? Is this all right?
That looks amazing, yo. I've got mine here. I'm obviously doing the golden Oreo, so it's all beige. So what we're going to do now is get a baking sheet
Yeah.
If you have parchment paper, that's awesome.
Okay.
If you don't, I guess paper towel could work, but now I will give you a heads up.
Yeah.
This needs to fit in your freezer. So if a plate is better, do a couple plates.
Cool.
So what we're going to be doing is taking this and we are going to begin assembling some balls. We're just
How
gonna
do
make
we
a whole bunch
look
of
up?
balls.
All right.
So you can use I'm using a spoon just to get me started. And then you're just gonna make
Roll it.
So this recipe, which is from Delish, the website Delish, it should yield about 24 balls. I mean, you could make a couple really big balls. It's your choice.
Okay.
I'm happy because I get to say balls this month, this much.
Balls. Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done comedy like a festival, like online festivals?
I've been very fortunate to get into a couple festivals this year, and of course, given the fact that I can't go to the States because they've all been in the US, I've been doing them on Zoom, and it's been kind of cool. You know, a little sad I didn't actually get to go to California and experience California, but the fact that the festival continued on, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, like it all depends. Everyone, I mean, the majority of shows I've done, they have encouraged the audience or the fellow comics to leave their mics on so you can hear those reactions. But
Okay.
it's a different sensory experience. Like when you're doing stuff on Instagram Live and you just see the comments or the hearts go by, you do get into a rhythm of getting it and feeling that same reacting off of people. But I think if you go into it just knowing that this is different to being in a club and you sort of take that judgment out of it, you can still have a good time. You know, Sod in Etobicoke,
Okay.
which is, for those who aren't familiar with Toronto, it's the west end of the city. This old bar. Monday, I think it was like a Monday night show.
Monday nights, yeah.
Yeah. And we had a night where there weren't even any patrons in the audience. There was about 5 comics. So we sat around the table, and I think it was Jesse Ralph who was hosting that night. And we passed the microphone around the table. So we were telling jokes to each other while we were sitting. And it was like, wow, this is super weird. And now I think of where I am a year later telling jokes on my computer. And I'm like, that wasn't weird. This is see shit like that on TV. Like if I have a movie on or something and I see crowd scenes, I find I'm yelling at the TV like, back away.
It's strange, like watching people on TV celebrating, watching videos and stuff.
I know. It's so wild. While we're
some concerts, like 1,500 people. Wow. You know? Yeah.
I know. I feel like
it's
amazing, dude. So what we're going to do is put these in the freezer for half an hour. 30 minutes, go freeze your balls. Ta-da. They're my lovely little balls. Gorge. So what we are going to do next is, I'd say like a quarter of a cup or half a cup of chocolate chips, white or dark chocolate, melt them, and then we're going to dip the balls into the chocolate.
And how are we going to melt them?
So I put them in the microwave. You can melt chocolate in a microwave. You can do it. I would do it for like 10 seconds at a time. Give it a stir. That kind of thing.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's definitely one of my favorite words. Balls and pants. are like my two favorite things.
Pants?
I love saying pants. Do you have a
Watermelon.
why? I just like the way it
Yeah.
sounds.
All right, cool. Pants. I hear it. I
Do you
hear
have
it.
favorite words?
Watermelon's a good word. Watermelon. Like speech therapy.
Okay.
Used to say yeah, like stuff like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, I like. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's all good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, my younger brother had speech therapy as a kid. He has a stutter, and
Yeah.
over the years, like he's found it's been pretty cool to watch him. Like I find his sort of mental dictionary is so much bigger than mine because he finds other ways of phrasing something when he gets those hiccups. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
My problem solving skills like started like trying to. My problem solving skills they came to because of my stutter, right?
right? Yeah.
Like I had trouble saying my name as a kid, so when people ask my name, I used to say Adam. Like, that's the easy Adam, right?
Yeah.
As I got older, it was like AJ, right? Like somebody I don't know, they ask me my name, I say AJ because it's simple and I'm able to get it out. And, like I don't have to like see an awkward response or like notice focus their eye contact or body movements
Right.
or the shrug of their shoulder. Or they're like, yeah, like it's yeah. So I use the problem solve with that, and I still change words sometimes.
Yeah. Let's get these back in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. Balls in the freezer.
Freezer balls. When you're preparing a comedy set, do you find you have to do that with like the phrasing of jokes to like get you
I
around?
don't.
Any tricks or?
When I'm writing, I don't really focus on my stutter or anything.
Gotcha.
But I do. I have jokes that I did one time perfectly, and then the next time I couldn't get the word out, so I had to improvise the whole joke,
Yeah.
pretty much, and that became the joke.
Right.
So yeah, I don't so much when I'm writing think about how I'm gonna say it. Just write it, like think about it.
Yeah.
Like I know on certain sounds I'm gonna stutter on.
Yeah.
So I might take advantage of that. And your stutter is not who you are. Your stutter doesn't define you. It doesn't define me. But I would not have. I don't think I have opportunities if I didn't stutter. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always loved public speaking. I always loved communication.
Yeah.
I always loved expressing myself. I used to like turn conscious a kid, like every kid does,
Yeah.
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
I used to like sing everywhere. Like
Awesome.
I used to like love like creative stuff or like attention, so to speak, right? And like
Yeah.
people tell me, "Oh, you're brave," right? I don't think about it like that. I don't think about I'm an inspiration. I might people I get inspired by me to like
Yeah.
if you really knew me, you were like, you're not an inspiration, you know. So like just like I love being on stage and like I people ask me sometimes, am I faking it? Like I kind of
Really?
like that. Yeah, I kind of like that answer because they say I'm a good actor.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like,
Wow.
I'm not. I can't really fake it. Like, it is who I am. And, like,
Yeah.
it's yeah. Like,
Balls.
all right.
Here we go, friends. Our balls. Those are my balls. Those are Jared's balls. Nice. All right. So we do a taste test.
All right.
Repeat.
Eat the balls.
Let's eat our balls.
All right.
Oh, that's good. That's
Okay.
really good.
Yeah.
Mmm. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah. It's sweet and that little crunch.
Tastes kind of like a cheesecake, kind of.
Exactly. It's a
It's
cheesecake
like a
bite.
small Oreo. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Little cheesecake bite. Oh my gosh. That is yummy.
yep.
Mm.
Good balls.
We have some tasty balls.
Yeah.
Yummy balls.